Uh,
We're starting chapter 9 today.
Chapter 9, The Sovereign Science of Service to Humanity, Yoga of Surrender. 41. Knowledge through direct experience. Number 1. Brothers, I have a sore throat today and I doubt whether my voice would reach you. I am reminded here and encoded from the life of Peshwa Madhavrao. That saintly man was on his deathbed. His lungs were full of phlegm. It is
Phlegm.
said flame. It is said that flame can be converted into
Dysentery. Loose
dysentery.
motion.
Madhavrao told his physician, please convert my flame into dysentery so that I would be able to utter the name of the Lord. I too was praying to God today and he told me to speak to the extent the throat permits. My intention in delivering these talks on the Gita is not to preach anyone, although those who want to profit from them may surely do so. When I talk on the Gita, I do so to have the Lord's name on my lips.
What a way to think of it. Yeah. What a way to think of it, no? So beautiful. क्योंकि तुम्हारे को benefit होता है तो हो, I am not concerned more about that. But I am getting to take the name of Lord is my greatest benefit. So not looking for any other outcome. No outcome ki bhi, हाँ, if you have not benefited, why am I talking? हम ऐसा काम कर सकते हैं कि हस्बैंड ने तारीफ नहीं किया, हमने जो आज नया नाश्ता बनाया उसका मेरे को नया नाश्ता बनाने में आनंद आया, उसके लिए मैंने भगवान के लिए बनाया था तो भगवान को भोग लगाया, उतना काफी है मेरे लिए। ऐसा सोच सकते हैं?
तो पहले तो नहीं, लेकिन ये पढ़ने के बाद ऐसा सोच सकते हैं।
हाँ गुड वन, ऑनेस्ट चलो, so that's our message from here.
Yes. What I am telling here has connection with the 9th chapter. This chapter tells about the wonderful greatness of the Lord's name. It is that the center of the Gita, which itself it is at the center of the Mahabharata. For many reasons, this chapter is considered particularly holy. It is said that when Jnandev bid farewell to the world and entered into Samadhi, he was reciting this chapter. Whenever I think reciting, whenever I think of this chapter, tears well up in my eyes and my heart dances with divine joy. How great is the gift that Vyasa has given to us. Not only India, but all mankind is indebted to Vyasa for this gift. In fact, what the Lord told Arjun was not something that could be expressed in words, but Vyasa, moved by compassion, put into Sanskrit verses. He clothed in words the secret wisdom.
How nice. What a way of paying gratitude. Vyasa is the composer of the Mahabharata, of which Bhagavad Gita is a part. But what he's brought out here is the Bhagavad Gita is in the center of the whole Mahabharata writing, that epic. And this chapter, 9th chapter, is in the middle of the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is 18 chapters. So 9th chapter is in the center of it. So how the importance of something that is in the center means around this, everything else revolves. Like around Bhagavad Gita, the entire story of Mahabharata revolves. So around this thought in this chapter 9, which is this that he says, is Bhagavad Gita's central message. And you know about Jnandev? No. Jnanadeva, until 500, 700 years ago, he existed in that time. or maybe less than 500, maybe, but around 500. Okay. So Jnandev and his family, they were outcasted for something that they were not able to, carry out as a ritual for their town, their village. And to being outcasted, and then when their parents also passed away, they were two brothers, Gnandev, Namdev, and no, Nemi.
No,
I
no.
forget his name.
Suchi, can I take over?
Please. I wanted to just.
They were somewhere around 16th century, probably. Was around probably 16th century. There were four of them: Nivritti, Jnandev, Sopan, and Muktabai. And their parents were the outcasts for a certain reason, because they did something which as Brahmins they were not supposed to do, and because of that they outcast the children also, and the parents were punished with a kind of in a such a way that I think they took their lives, or they were sentenced to death or something like that. Okay, and these children were very small, but they were very knowledgeable. Nivritti, by the time he was 8, was already knowing everything. And he became the guru of Jnandev. Jnandev wrote the Marathi version of Bhagavad Gita when he was just 14 or 16 or something like that. And he took Samadhi at the age of 18.
So that is Jnandev he's referring to.
He's very much revered all over Maharashtra. All of them are, for that matter.
Very much talked about, and his writings are kind of that much powerful and read, sung all over. And what I was praising is that the way Vinobaji is showing his reverence, that what Lord Krishna was preaching Arjuna in the middle of the battlefield, Maharshi Vedvyas has written it down in the verses in the Bhagavad Gita. So he's saying that if he had not done that, and only a person of his stature could have written down the expression of Lord into words in writing, and is now available to us as Bhagavad Gita. So he is in reverence of Vyasa to have written it, so that today I can enjoy it. And talk about it and think of Lord because of that. So I was appreciating that part. तो क्या बोलती रहे? कितना इतना
मैं? हाँ? योगिता या मैं?
दोनों.
About what? About this, na? Yeah.
आज निशी की.
I mean, it's a gem to mankind.
आज तो first में, second में को होती है. Yeah, today's second. Today's second?
Yeah, today's second.
It was first. Oh, then it is. I forgot, yeah.
What?
निशी का एनिवर्सरी है, वेडिंग एनिवर्सरी.
आज तूने व्हाट्सएप खोला ही नहीं लगता है. आज सुबह सुबह अजय ने उसको विश किया है.
बिजी थी.
अजय ने उसको विश किया. योगा स्टडी ग्रुप में वैभव ने उसको विश किया.
ठीक है.
अर्ली मॉर्निंग.
आफ्टर दिस आई डू.
इवनिंग दे आर गोइंग फॉर अ कॉन्सर्ट.
ठीक है. चलो आगे चलो.
So you message them, or after this class you can call them up.
हाँ.
चले?
हाँ.
At the very outset, the Lord says that this unique wisdom is the supreme secret. It is the highest and the purest. And this is something to be directly experienced. This chapter describes something that cannot be put into words, but which has stood the test of experience. That is why it has become exceedingly
exceedingly endearing.
Saint Tulsidas has said, को जाने को जय है जमपुर को सुरपुर पर धाम को तुलसी सिंह बहुत भलो लागत जग जीवन राम गुलाम को. What is the use of the stories of heaven where one can go after death? Who knows who will go to heaven and who to hell? We are here to live only for a few days. Tulsidas says that he is happy in spending these few days in the service of the Lord. This chapter describes the beauty and the sweetness of living in the service of the Lord. It tells about things which can be directly experienced in this body, seen directly with the eyes, enjoyed here and now in this life. When one eats jaggery, one can directly experience its sweetness. This chapter gives a taste of sweetness in life that is totally surrendered to the Lord. It deals with the supreme knowledge that enables us to experience directly the sweetness in the life of this earth. This knowledge is otherwise most difficult to grasp, but the Lord has delivered it here to all, made it accessible and comprehensible to all.
What motivation, no? Great motivational talk.
Just
यानी
soothing.
कैसे किसी को प्रोत्साहित करने का ये पूरा उसके लिए है ना, कितना प्रोत्साहित
हम्म।
किया इस चैप्टर के लिए.
विनोबा जी की अभी जरूरत है यूट्यूब के ऊपर.
तो वो अपना ये पूरा मालूम है ना, ऑडियो बुक है इसका. हाँ, तू सुनती है ना. The audio book is available. It is so nice to hear it. For
It's in
every
Hindi?
there's a separate audio, and that entire thing.
Hindi and English also, ma'am. You will find that.
English and many other
I am-
languages.
Yeah.
I am
Gujarati.
so hearing Gujarati also. Gujarati.
Okay.
I am hearing is Gujarati, but
It
Hindi,
talks in
English
the-
both are available.
Okay.
The prison. Oh, and somebody took such detailed notes and presented it to him and asked for permission to publish it as a book. Really awesome. Chal.
42. The easy way. Fourth. The Gita is the essence of the Vedic religion, the religion that originated from the Vedas. The Vedas are considered to be oldest among the ancient scripture in the world. That is why the devotee consider them anadi, which have two beginnings, which have always been in existence. The Vedas are therefore held the great reverence. Even from the historical point of view, they are the oldest recorded expression of our ancient social mind. This written record is far more valuable than the copper and stone inscription, coins, pots, and pens, or animal fossils. The Vedas are the oldest historical documents. The religion that was in the form of a seed in the Vedas grew gradually into the tree which finally bore the sweet divine fruit of the Gita. What else can we have from a tree to eat than a fruit? It is only when the tree bears fruit that we can have something to eat. The Gita is the twice distilled and essence of the Vedic religion.
Good background information. ठीक है, चल आगे.
The ancient Vedic religion prescribed various rites and rituals, yajna, austerities, and penances, different practices and virtuous types of spiritual discipline. All these were not unless, but they called for certain fitness. They were not open to all. Suppose I am hungry and there is a coconut high up on the tree. How can I get it if I cannot climb the tree? Pluck the coconut. Pluck the coconut and break it open. Can the mere sight of the coconut satisfy my hunger? That coconut is of no use to me until I can have it in my hand. The Vedic rites and rituals were based on subtle and significant ideas. How could the common folk comprehend them? It was laid down that the Vedic path was essential for attaining moksha, spiritual liberation. But only a few were entitled to follow it. How could others redeem themselves? That was a
predicament.
predicament. Predicament. ये योगा जैसा हो गया. योगा is not for everybody, like this only.
एक्चुअली योगा इज फॉर एवरीबडी, लेकिन लोग दूर से ही देखते रहते हैं, करते नहीं है. तो खाली देखने से थोड़ी ना फायदा होगा. भगवत
But
गीता
ma'am,
भी घर में लाके सजा के रख देते हैं, कभी खोल के पढ़ते तक नहीं है कई लोग. तो फिर उससे थोड़ी फायदा होने वाला है. तो झाड़ पे तो लगा है, तो उसको देख के थोड़ी ना प्यास बुझने वाली है कोकोनट को. And if you don't build up that ability to climb up, to break it, to and drink
Consume it.
then it is not meant for you. Entitlement is that. It's not that anybody else is preventing you. Your own ability.
चले? Hence the saint, overflowing with compassion for the masses, came forward and said, let's extract the essence of the Vedas and give into the whole world. That is why Saint Tukaram said, Veda Ananta Bolila, Arth Itu Kachi Sadila. There are innumerable teaching in the Vedas, but all that boils down to this. To what? To the name of the Lord. That is the essence of the Vedas. The saint proclaimed that the Lord's name can be lead one to moksha. The door to moksha was thus thrown wide open to all, to the women and the children, the workers and the peasants, the weak and the ignorant, the sick and the handicapped. Moksha that lay locked up in the Vedas was brought within the reach of everybody, thanks to the Lord himself. A simple and easy way become available. Why cannot one's ordinary day-to-day life, what one does a swadharma, one's acts of service be infused with the spirit of yajna? Where is the need for other complicated and elaborated yajna? Let your daily work itself be a yajna. Let it be sacrificial in nature.
Sacrificial in nature.
त्याग के रूप. यज्ञ is त्याग also, no?
हाँ.
Sacrifice.
इसलिए तो उसको आहुति बोलते हैं.
बहुत समझ वाली बात की है इसमें.
हाँ, समझें तो और करें तो. कि भगवान ने इतना सरल कर दिया, वो झाड़ इतना ऊंचा था, तुम चढ़ नहीं सकते थे, उसको नीचे ला दिया. तुम्हारे पहुंच के अंदर कम से कम हाथ उठा के ले तो लो. हाथ उठा के ले लेते हैं तो घर में उसको अच्छे से सजा के सोने की जिल्द लगाएंगे, लाल कपड़ा पहनाएंगे, उसके आगे रोज हाथ जोड़ेंगे, लेकिन खोल के पढ़ेंगे नहीं और अमल में लाएंगे नहीं, तो फिर भगवत गीता से उपकार कैसे होएगा? तो हाथ में आने के बाद भी हम नहीं इस्तेमाल करते हैं.
सही.
चलो, जो करते हैं उसको तो फायदा हो जाए. पढ़ते हैं आगे.
This is the highway. यानश्चाय नरो राजन न प्रमाद्येत कहि चित्त धावनी मिल्य वा नेत्रे न स्खलेत न पतेदिह. Even if you run on this road with closed eyes, there is no risk of stumbling or falling. The other way is like the edge of a sharp razor. Shurasya dhara nishita duratyaya. The Vedic way is sharper than a sword's edge and is thus extremely arduous. The way of devotion, the way of surrender, the service to the Lord is easy. An engineer designed a road to the hilltop in such a way that we have no feeling of having climbed such a height till we reach the top. Therein lies his skill. This highway too is designed with such a skill. But this way one can reach God while remaining where one is through performing one's swadharma. चलो मैम आपकी इच्छा पूरी हो गई. सुमति कभी नहीं आती, अभी आ भी गई.
I know. Good,
Very good.
Sumati. पता नहीं
Yes,
मेरे को
I
हमेशा याद आती है गुरुवार के दिन वो.
है ना, इसके
हाँ.
लिए वो आ गई.
वेलकम
सुमति.
सुमति.
Belated happy
उसको पहचानती
birthday.
है? She was remembering you. Maria. इसने रिकॉर्डेड VCT कोर्स किया था. तुम दोनों इसकी टीचर थी. चलो.
Is God hiding somewhere?
In this class.
Is God hiding somewhere in a cave or in a river or in heaven? Is he hidden somewhere just as diamonds and gold are in the womb of the earth and pearls are in the depth of the sea? Have we to dig him up from somewhere? Not at all. All that is around us is nothing but God. He is standing before all of us all the time. Everyone here is his image. The Lord is urging us, please do not look down upon my manifestation in human form. It is the Lord and the Lord alone who appears in everything animate and inanimate. Where is then the need for devising artificial methods of seek and find him? The way is straight and easy. Whatever work you do, do it in the spirit of service and as a service to the Lord. Surrender totally to the Lord and be his devoted and humble servant. The around Vedic path with its complex rites and rituals and the numerous yajna will not doubt take us towards moksha. But the problem there is that the question of fitness arises there. Let us have none of it. Just dedicate to him whatever you do. Relate, relate to him every act of yours. This is what the 9th chapter tells us. Hence, the Bhaktas are extremely fond of this chapter.
तो स्वधर्म करो और सर्विस की तरह करो. Whatever you do as your duty, there is in some way you are contributing to the universe. So वो सर्विस कैसे है वो पहले अपने को देखना आना चाहिए. तो जो भी हम काम करते हैं उसको सर्विस की तरह करेंगे तो वो ही मोक्ष कर्म बन जाएगा. यानी कुछ अलग से करने की जरूरत नहीं है, कुछ आर्टिफिशियल करने की जरूरत नहीं है. वो कह रहे हैं you don't have to really go out of the way. Even whatever you are doing, if you do with as an act of service, तो वो देखने की क्षमता खाली डेवलप करनी है. So then God is within your reach. तुम सांस भी ले रहे हो So you are with God.
See. Tell it. 43. No question of enlightenment. In the life of Lord Krishna.
Entitlement. No
Enti-
question of entitlement. 2 पैराग्राफ
Entitlement.
पहले उन्होंने जो बात कही कि वो वेदस की जब बात कर रहे थे कि वो झाड़ के ऊपर कोकोनट का वो फल लगा है और तुमको प्यास लगी है, but you are not entitled to it because you can't reach it.
Yes.
It is beyond your reach. You cannot climb the tree.
Hmm.
So only if you are entitled to it, you can reach it. Right?
Yes.
तो
Yes.
now अभी क्या किया है भगवान कृष्ण ने उसको हमारे पास में उतना ऊपर नहीं चढ़ा के हमारे हाथ के अंदर पहुंचा दिया है by the Bhagavad Gita and Vyas Dev by writing it, putting it into the words for us to available.
Yes.
तो यानी कि अब ऐसा नहीं रहा है कि those who are entitled to only have access to the Vedas. वो नहीं रहा है. It is available
Yes.
to
Everybody.
anybody and everybody. Entitlement.
Entitlement. Yes. In the life of Lord Krishna, his childhood is particularly charming. Bal Krishna, the child Krishna, has always been the object of special adoration and worship. He would go along with the cowherds
Cow herds यानी वो गायों को
cow-
चराने जो जाते हैं ना उनको बोलते हैं
हाँ.
cow herd.
graze cattle. He would eat the laugh and play with them. When they set out of worship Indra, he asked them, has anybody seen Indra? What do we owe him? On the other hand, this Govardhan hill is here before our eyes. Cow gaze on its slopes. Streams flow from it. It is better to worship it. Such things he taught them. To his cowherd companions, to their women folk, to the cows and the slaves, those company he
यानी बछड़े.
enjoyed. Cows. Company he enjoyed. To them all opened the door of spiritual liberation. Lord Krishna has thus shown through his own life an easy way to moksha. He moved with cows in his childhood and with horses when he grew up. On hearing the music of his flute, cows would go into raptures. The horses would get thrilled as he stroked their backs. Those cows and horses belonging to the so-called lower species would, as it were, become one with him and attain spiritual liberation. Lord Krishna has thus shown that such liberation is not a prerogative of human beings only.
Prerogative.
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 Even the birds and the beasts can attain it. The story of his life is a testimony to this fact.
यानी भगवान के पास यदि पहुंच गए तो जैसे वो घोड़ा और गाय भी भगवान के छूने से लिबरेशन मिल जाता है. They were in ecstasy. हमारे को भी मिल जाएगा. तो लेकिन भगवान के होके तो रहो.
प्रॉब्लम क्या है, गाय घोड़े वगैरह इंटेलेक्चुअल नहीं है. हम
हाँ,
लोग हैं वो,
they
वही
were free
हमारे
from
आड़े
this
आता है।
thinking mind. और
यस,
उनके अंदर नवीन कर्म करने की एबिलिटी तो नहीं थी, लेकिन भोग खत्म हो गया और वो लिबरेट हो गए, नए कर्म जुड़े नहीं, पुराने भी सब धुल गए। हाउ लकी यार। लेकिन हम ये नए
या
कर्म करना नहीं छोड़ते हैं।
मोह मोह मोह।
चलो, इसलिए नए कर्म करते हैं, गीता पढ़ते हैं, चलो।
Vyasa too had the same experience. In fact, there is an identity between Vyasa and Krishna. The quintessential
Quintessential.
mes-
क्विंटेसेंशियल,
quintessential
quintessential.
message of their life is the same. Moksha depends neither on scholarship nor on performance of the rites and rituals. Plain, simple devotion is sufficient. Innocent and devout women have suppressed learned egotists in spiritual progress. If there is pure heart, innocence, and faith, moksha is not difficult to attain. In the Mahabharata, there is a chapter narrating a conversation between King Janaka and Sulabha, an ordinary woman. Vyasa has depic- depicted the incident where in King Janaka goes for self-knowledge of Sulabha. You may go on discussing whether women have the right to study Vedas or not, but here we find Sulabha, an ordinary woman imparting the knowledge of the Brahma to Janaka, the great emperor and scholar. Janak was learned man, but he was far from securing moksha. For that, Vyasa had made him fall all at the feet of Sulabha. The story of Tuladhar, the grocer, gives the same message. Jajali, a Brahmin, goes to him for self-knowledge. Tuladhar tells him, all my knowledge consists in holding the scale perfectly even. There is also a story of hunter who used to kill animals and sell their flesh. That was his way of serving the society. An egoistic ascetic was told by his guru teacher to go to that hunter for self-knowledge. The ascetic wondered how a hunter could teach him. When he went to the hunter, the latter was busy cutting up meat and cleaning the pieces to be put up for sale. He told the assistant, I am doing my best to infuse my work with dharma to the extent possible. I pour my soul into this work to the best of my capacity and also serve my parents. In the form of that hunter, Vyasa has put before us an ideal.
So many stories in one paragraph, and all saying just do your swadharma. स्वधर्म को सर्विस की तरह करो, और ये लास्ट में तो एकदम क्लियरली बता दिया हंटर के वर्ड्स में.
Yes,
Put your
I
soul
pour my
into the work
soul.
and do your best.
Yes.
तन मन धन से करना है जो भी करना है. क्या सुमति, विघ्नेश को डांटने का है तो भी तन मन धन से. हाँ, बट डांटना यदि स्वधर्म है तब तो, लेकिन यदि वो धर्म नहीं है, स्वधर्म नहीं है, तो फिर उसके अंदर तन मन धन नहीं लगाने का.
बहुत कम हो गया मैम.
कम हो गया.
हाँ
कम तो हो गया लेकिन है.
हाँ वो बोलते हैं लेकिन
चलो ठीक है, और कम करते हैं।
तू आती जा, हर थर्सडे को तेरा ऑटोमेटिक कम होते जाएगा।
आज भी आने का था लेकिन पापा का कॉल आ गया, फिर मैं लेट हो गई।
चलो।
The Mahabharata narrates such stories about women and men of humble occupations specifically to make it abundantly clear that the doors of moksha are open to all. The ninth chapter affirms the same point. The joy in serving the Lord can be found in the hunter's life. Tukaram was a votary of non-violence, but he has fondly described अप, क्या लिखा है?
Appreciative.
appreciative terms the story of Sajan,
हाँ, सजन, हाँ,
Sajan.
सजन।
who attained moksha through his work as a
बुच्चर,
butcher. Means
वो मांस बेचने वाला, काटने वाला।
हाँ हाँ हाँ
चिकन
हाँ,
मटन
कसाई।
जिसमें
ओके,
जो बेचता है
बेचते
उसको बोलते हैं बुच्चर।
कसाई कसाई
कसाई, हाँ,
कसाई, हाँ
हिंदी
कसाई,
में
ओके.
कसाई।
Yes, elsewhere he has exclaimed with the distress, "Oh God, what could be the fate of those who kill animals?" But he has also described how the Lord helped Sajan. Sajan kasai viku lage mans. The Lord helped Sajan, the butcher, in selling meat. Tukaram is telling that the Lord who honored Nara
नरसी।
Narsi Mehta's Hundi, who fetch water for Eknath's household, who become an untouchable servant for Dhamaji, who helped Janabai, the maid servant in household work, help Sajan, the butcher, to with the same love. The moral is that all our activities should be linked to Him, dedicated to Him, acts of service done with pure heart and noble thoughts are essentially a form of yajna.
स्वधर्म को यज्ञ की तरह करो, ऐसा हो गया यानी। डू वट एवर इज योर ड्यूटी एंड डू इट एज सर्विस। So many examples he is given, and of all kinds. Many of the stories you might know, but some others you may not. नरसी मेहता story के नीचे पढ़ लेना नरसी मेहता का।
Narsi Mehta was a poet saint of Gujarat in the
Medieval.
period. Medieval period. In those days, people and pilgrims used to deposit excess money with some merchant and get from him hundi, a sort of demand draft, in the name of a merchant of another place, which the latter would honor. Once some mischievous person suggested Narsi's name for the purpose of some pilgrims. Narsi gave them hundi on Dwarka in the name of the Lord Krishna.
Because he didn't have
Yes.
anything, but he had to make a hundi to go there. And so it seems when he went there, his hundi was honored.
Yes.
So that was the miraculous thing to happen.
There is a one line for that. Mari hundi स्वीकारो महाराज रे
भजन है उसका,
सामड़ा.
नहीं पूरा भजन है वो।
हाँ, सामड़ा गिरधारी.
हाँ, मारी हुंडी स्वीकारो सांवरा गिरधारी।
Yes. Damaji, a devotee of Lord Pandurang, was a government official. Once during a famine, he threw open the doors of the government granary to the people. The ruler on knowing it, got furious and ordered Damaji to deposit the necessary amount. It is said that the Lord thereupon took the form of an untouchable servant. went to the royal court and deposited the money.
These are miracles that have happened within 150 years.
Yeah.
Hmm. For a devout person, things are still the same today as it was ever. But that kind of devotion. Sure.
Dedication
This,
of हाँ बोलो बोलो.
this Damaji ka story में, because he's not able to pay, the king puts him in the jail, and when he's in the jail, he prays.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know how to do this because I did what was necessary to be done.
Right.
So next day, the king's men come to release him. Then he says, "But I have not yet paid." He says, "No, but your servant came and paid on your behalf."
Okay.
So the story, that's why the name it was made into a
Historical event.
movie. No, it was made into a movie. Then the name of the movie was Jhala Mahar Pandarinath.
Oh.
He said, "Na untouchable, okay. Untouchable were used as labor, na." So
Hmm.
that is how he comes there, as he claims to be a labor of that man,
Okay.
and he comes in the form of a mahar, an untouchable.
Uh-huh.
वैसे ही
मैम वो
मैम
नाम लिखो ना, कौन सा
हाँ?
मूवी का नाम है, कौन सा मूवी है?
झाला महार पंढरीनाथ.
झाला
Chat
महार
में लिख से.
पंढरीनाथ. हाँ चैट
अच्छा,
में
चैट में
लिखती
लिखती
हूँ.
हूँ. हाँ, लिखती हूँ.
वैसे ही मैम जैसे इन्होंने अंजलि मैम ने बोला ना, वैसे ही ये एक ही काम नरसिंह मेहता का नहीं है जो शामड़ा जी मतलब जो भगवान ने किया है, उनके सारे काम मतलब लड़की का वो बोलो
का भी
जो
बहुत
देना
बड़ा
रहता
भजन
है.
है.
हाँ
हाँ गाती थी
तो
मेरी.
वो हाँ वो बोलो
नरसी
कि
का
उसके
मायरा. कई लोग पूरी कथा करते हैं उसकी.
हाँ तो वो बोलो, फिर उसके लड़के के बारे में बोलो कि
झाला
सब
महार
कुछ.
पंढरीनाथ. ओके.
अरे तो ये उतने साल पुरानी बात है. I had seen on WhatsApp only a message about one bed in some age. He used to, only take that much money what that person could give.
Yeah.
And his wife used to tell him, "आज ये चीज चाहिए अपने को." He would just go and put that
At Lord's feet.
chit in front of God, और
हाँ
जितना वो सब खरीदने के लिए पैसा चाहिए उतना आता था.
यस, ये हम लोग ने सुना है प्रतिपक्ष
And when
भाव
it
में.
was his daughter's wedding, जितना सब सामान चाहिए था उतना आया उसके घर.
यस यस
In this day,
Yeah.
यस
So things still happen.
यस
still happen.
still happen.
So there is hope.
Yes, plenty of.
So let's make ourselves worthy of it.
Yeah.
चले
पढ़ना आगे. I think it's a long one. We may not finish. देखो 4 बजे आराम ही होता है ना. 54 हो गए. 3:54 हो गया.
टाइम किधर गया पता ही नहीं चला ना.
हाँ.
Mm.
It is such a
Ma'am?
beautifully written. See, so
Yeah, very
simply,
lovely.
so simply
Example
written. So
of
simply
possible.
written.
हाँ मैम नो 9th चैप्टर का नाम क्या है भगवत गीता में?
तू बता.
नहीं पता मुझे तो.
अंजलि को पता है क्या? बताती हूँ.
नहीं यार, याद नहीं है मेरे को ऐसा.
नहीं मेरे को है. याद तो मेरे को भी नहीं है. But I have the book here.
My books
मतलब
are
मुझे
outside in the hall. I have to remove them from there.
मुझे मतलब इतना ये हो रहा है कि वो 9th चैप्टर का नाम क्या है, ऐसा कि वही इतना अच्छा.
ऐसे 9th चैप्टर और 13th चैप्टर का भी बोलते हैं कि ये दोनों चैप्टर से बहुत सारा ब्लेसिंग मिलता है.
Given to somebody. This is a nice book. 9 chapter.
अंजलि मैम कैसे हो?
मैं अच्छी हूँ. आई एम स्टेइंग इन पूना नाउ.
हाँ मुझे पता है सुचित्रा मैम ने. यहाँ कभी आते हो मुंबई?
आई शुड बी देयर इन मई महीना. समटाइम्स आई डू
May-
कम.
ठीक है.
निशी मैम का बर्थडे है ना, तब आ जाऊंगी उधर.
कभी है?
25 में।
25 में? ठीक है, प्लान कर।
अरे योगा स्टडी ग्रुप पे मैसेजेस आएंगे तो पता चलेगा। आज उनका वेडिंग एनिवर्सरी है।
हाँ, आज विश किया। हाँ, वेडिंग एनिवर्सरी विश किया।
तुम्हारा बर्थडे कैसे रहा?
ठीक था मैम।
ब्रह्म विद्या।
अच्छा, ब्रह्म विद्या।
हम्म ब्रह्म विद्या। और कितना आसान है, जस्ट डू स्वधर्म एंड सरेंडर।
यस।
बोलने में तो
बोलने में आसान, करने में मुश्किल, बहुत मुश्किल। हम लोग
But
का
I
ईगो
like
इतना बीच बीच में टांग अड़ाता रहता है ना।